Becoming an Amazon influencer is still the single income stream that earns me the most money month over month as a content creator. Today, I'm going to talk about my approach over the last year, what's working for me, what's not working, and my plans as I look to grow my income in this program over the next 12 months. Hi, my name is Nicole. Welcome to my channel, Travel to Money. As many of you may know, the first and most important part of becoming an Amazon influencer is getting your first 3 videos right. I have a very detailed video that has helped thousands of people over the last year. It's still got all of my favorite information about getting your first 3 videos approved, so if that's what you need help with, start there. Okay, so let me tell you where I'm sitting after nearly a year in the program. I have only posted a little over 500 videos. Now that's not awful, but if I was doing this full time, I'd have way more videos. Definitely in the thousands. I was doing more in the beginning, and because my life, jobs, and business have been so busy over the last 6 months, sometimes weeks or even a whole month will go by where I haven't posted a single video. Now, that's not what I want, but that's just the truth. And yet, even with this very sporadic posting schedule, I'm still managing to bring in between $500 and $900 per month. No, that's not earth shattering, but it pays me way more than these YouTube videos, other affiliates, and honestly, every other part of my business combined. Now, imagine if I actually focused a lot of my attention on it. Comparatively, my friend started a month after me, and she's not even a content creator, but she has worked a bit harder than me, and she's sitting at 640 videos and averaging closer to $1,400 every month. Now, for her, it's not just about the amount of videos she's posted, it's also about the products she was able to review. She's one of my roommates, so in the beginning, we were filming all the same stuff. But then she got access to some things that I didn't have access to film, and that really changed the game for her. One of them was a semi-high priced item that sold really well over the holidays, and a couple of other items didn't sell as often, but were super high priced, and so even selling one of them per month would increase her numbers by $100 or $200 for that month. I ended up buying a very high priced product for a few $1,000s in December, and I can now attest to the same thing. Both in February and already in March this year, I've had my 2 highest sales days ever, all because I'd sell just one of those products. The other day, I made $221 in one day. I had never crossed the $200 mark in one day before. Literally, most days had been between $12 and $30. So in just one day, I made more than the last 7 days combined prior to that. And that is the power of an expensive item. But can you imagine how sinking the feeling would be if one of those items was returned? Oh my gosh, to lose that commission would feel devastating. And that's why, even though you should definitely get some expensive items in your pocket, I think it's better to have regular selling mid-priced items. Now, this is one of those things that makes me an average influencer. I haven't done a lot of product research to this point, and I haven't purchased any products just for the sake of reviewing them. I've literally only reviewed products I've already had, products of friends or family, or products I actually needed to order for myself. The only thing I've done to bring in more products is that, like, every time I order a face oil, I order a different one so I can review it. There are other similar toiletries or makeup products that I'm ordering every month or so, and that gives me the ability to try out different products. The only thing that sucks about this is that it could mean you end up with products you don't like as much as your regulars, and the other downside is that they aren't generally expensive items, so the commission may be more limited. Another thing my friend has done better than me is relationships with Amazon sellers. She started charging before I did, and she's made around $250 just from charging the sellers. For the most part, I've stopped recording videos for sellers for free unless the item is really expensive or something I really need. There are some influencers who don't charge less than $100 per video, and we really believe that the best way to work yourself in that direction is to make really good videos, and those sellers will find you. Many influencers are making over $1,000 per month just from seller payments. I recently worked on some easy email templates that you can use to reply to sellers with your rates. Download those for free on my website at traveltomoney.com/Amazon-email-template. I have been able to successfully resell several items on Facebook Marketplace, but it can become a lot to just have random junk around your house. The little cheap items they offer to send, you'll just never make enough back in commissions for it to make it worth your time, at least in my opinion. I do think the program has become really saturated over the last year, but do you know how many Amazon items sell every day? You might have to work a little harder to make the same amount for what used to come a little bit easier, but it's still worthwhile in my opinion. Okay, so next I'm going to tell you my monthly numbers for the last 6 months, and then I'm going to tell you what my plans are to try to increase my revenue over the next year. Okay, so September of 2023, I made just $542.12. In October, it went even lower, hitting one of my lowest months at $486.57. As you can imagine, as the holidays began to approach, earnings started to increase, and I had my best month of 2023 in November, coming in at $922.50. December was pretty good, but dropped down a little to $822.65. Now, stepping into January, February, I expected it to be worse than it was just due to the after holiday slump. But in January, I made $692.70. February, I made $724.27. Oh, and you guys can see this sheet I use to track my various streams of income for Travel to Money. I've created a template for this Google Sheet that automatically calculates all of your daily inputs and gives you your monthly totals, your monthly averages for each stream, and your monthly average overall. And you can also see each month side by side on sheet 1. If you want to save yourself hours of building this, I've got a download of this for sale on my website, traveltomoney.com/stream tracker. You can get something to help you track up to 10 streams of income, and you also help me to keep offering free videos like this one on YouTube. Okay, well, back to earnings. I've kicked off the first 6 days of March already making $304, but remember, 180 of that was from just one item. If it wasn't for that one item, I'd barely be over the $100 mark, and March would be looking rough. So for those of you who are like me and have a million other things on your plate, not able to make Amazon a priority, I think these are the kind of average results you can expect. Worth it? Heck yeah. Just like anything else in life, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. But the cool thing is that Amazon seems to be wired pretty well to make any amount of time you have for the program a worthwhile investment. Okay, so let's talk about my future plans as an Amazon influencer. I would definitely love to be able to put more time into the program, but I'm going to try to be really realistic in this video and not paint a picture that isn't accurate. Between a full-time job, everything that I do for Travel to Money, being very part-time in the Amazon influencer program, and other side hustles, the reality is that I probably won't have much more time to give the program over the next 6 months. But what I can do for now is make the most of the limited time that I do have. What this means for me is that I definitely need to work smarter, not harder, starting with items like no longer doing free reviews for worthless products. I have to put more value on my time. Next, I want my time focused on mid to high dollar items. While the commissions on smaller items certainly help, overall I would rather work harder to make one really good mid or high level item review than spend the same time making 5 or 10 average reviews for cheap products. For a long time it was all about quantity for me, and I think that's totally fine in the beginning, but now I'm shifting gears and I need some quality improvement. Next, for those same mid to high priced items, I will likely begin to make multiple reviews. Now, don't come barking at me about this. Amazon literally wants us to do this. They said so. But what I don't like is when people make 2 or 3 of nearly the same review. What I'm talking about are videos that answer different questions. Maybe one video is an unboxing video, where another video is a detailed walkthrough of how to use something. I think it's important, if you're going to do multiple videos about a product, that each video provides its own value to the customer. The next thing I plan to do is start a YouTube or possibly other social channels that allow linking to products, and upload my videos there as well. The videos are already made, so I wouldn't plan to make a separate edit. Posting review videos on social channels is another thing that Amazon encourages. The only reason I haven't started this particular one yet is that I want to make sure I'm doing it the right way. I never want to risk being taken out of the program. When I first set up my influencer account, I used my Travel to Money sites to become approved for this program. However, I'm wanting to upload my review videos to new channels specifically about Amazon products, and I need to find out if I'm supposed to be linking my influencer page or my associates page, and whether I can do that with other social channels than Travel to Money. I'm sure the information is easy to hunt down, and I just haven't had the time to do it. If you know, please let me know in the comments. Do you know why I think a video like this is helpful? Because it's realistic. Yes, there are people out there selling coaching courses and making between $5 and $15,000 per month, although I'm not sure if they're still hitting those same numbers, but that's for people who put a lot into this program, and that's great. But for all you busy people out there who aren't putting this as priority one, two, or three in your life, I want to give you a realistic expectation that I think is still something you should want to do. It might not make you a millionaire, but if it can support you a little while you chase your actual dreams, hey, that's a win. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to hear more from me about how you can travel the world while working toward financial freedom. Or maybe you want to know how I bought super cheap houses in Spain. I've got lots to share, and I'm super grateful every time one of you hits that subscribe button. I can't wait to see where your dreams will take you.